YouTubers, I thought I'd try something new in between the cars and the lawnmowers today. I'm in need of a shed. I'll show you later, but I got most of my stuff kind of under tarps and things, and it's not working well for the forging and the knife making kind of things. So I went to a local supplier of tractor stuff and found this shed. I won't give you the brand name because I don't want YouTube to have any problem with the video. But it all comes in a box. It's a nice shelter, and the name implies logic, but we'll see what's involved. So what I thought I'd do is an unboxing and then an assembly video, give you an idea what it's like for one person to put this 10 by 10 by 8 shelter together. It's a shelter that comes in a box with logic. Go ahead and open this thing up, see exactly what we got. Like I said, I bought this at a supplier of tractor stuff. It was on sale for $149, so I thought that was pretty good. Here's our box. Here's some canvas. Here's some instructions, which I'm sure should be fun. Here's another piece of canvas. Pieces, parts, and ratchets. A box here with something in it. Oh, wow, I didn't expect that. There you go, in the kit you have put these things in the ground and cables to tie it down with, so I thought that was an extra purchase. So that's a bonus for this shelter kit. That's scary. There's about 300 bolts to put together. Yummy. Bunch of brackets. Clamps. Some mystery item. And then a shitload of poles. So I'm going to kind of get this stuff organized a little bit. Maybe I won't. Maybe we'll just jump right in it. Let's see what the instructions look like. Alright, I'm trying to cover up all the brand names here. But we'll take a look through this manual together. Pieces, parts. How many pages do we have to go here? Typically I just kind of get an idea what it is and go with it. So framing, 2, 5, and 6, 7, 6. Nope, we're in front, so that's good. That's not too bad. So we're in front still. Looks like only about 7 or 8 easy steps. 8, installing the cover and rails. So 8 steps and we should be ready to rock and roll. Let me check the time right now. It is 3:56 and I'll get started and I'll bring you back to see where I am. Alright, step 1, assemble 2 end ribs. Then step 2, assemble 1 middle rib. So we need to first figure out what's an end and what's a middle. Looking at this cross piece, I'm assuming that the ends only have a 3-way and the middle's going to have a 4-way at the top. But let me assemble those and I'll come back to you. Alright, I got all the pieces and poles for the step 1, assemble the 2 ends, the 4 brackets, and then it's asking for 2 different size bolts, 114s and 115s. So what I did, and I suggest doing it, is I separated out the bolts. So we have 3 different size bolts, but that should save me a heap of time. So I'm going to pop these poles together and we'll have the 2 ends done. Alright, it's 4:17 and I got the first frame assembled. After getting all the parts sorted out, everything seemed to go together okay, so I got one more end panel to do. Alright, 4:27, second frame is done, so that one only took me 10 minutes. So that's step one. Step two, assemble the middle frame. So we'll get on that. Alright, there you have it. But it's 4:38 and now the center frame is done. So that's step 1 and 2. Now the next steps are connect the front end rib to the middle end rib. So in this case we're putting the frames upright. So front to middle. We will get on that right now. Alright, now I think we're in for a tricky part here. Tip this up and set it into the middle frame. I don't know how the hell I'm going to do this one first, but we're going to give it a try. So this comes up. Holy crap, hold us. Right? And this comes up. Holy crap, hold us. I can't reach up there. That's a bit of a problem. Let me go ahead. I'm just going to pop this one in. That was interesting. We're only halfway done. I get to do that one more time. But let me get prepared. Alright, let's try the second half. That first one was so easy. At this point, I'd rate this a 2-man job. I haven't even gotten to putting the canvas on yet. That's the part that's going to make me nervous. Set that up there like that. Might be okay. Let's try that. So you need to step left. So 5:12. The frame's up. So a little over an hour 15 minutes. I still have all these poles and the canvas to do still, so we're getting there. Alright, so here's the lesson learned. You might want to read the whole book before you put everything together and tighten things down. So I'm reading the installation of the back panel, and I got to remove the brackets from the top and the side, so hopefully I didn't tighten those down so much in order to get the strapping underneath. So here goes.
541. Finally got both end panels on. A couple of things. Number one, these ropes come in, they kind of hold everything together. They come in with a knot in them, but if you're not careful, when you're pulling one side, that knot gets lost up in here. So you need to make sure that you don't pull one side more than the other. You lose your string, and then you're going to have to re-brace them. The next thing is you really need to get this thing put in place before you start putting the canvases on. These supports have to be out where you want them to be. I'm not ready to move it over there yet, and everything's just kind of wiggly wobbly. So short of that, it's not too bad. It's about 541 right now, and I still have the main canopy to put on. All right, let's say that you're a moron and you have to assemble your little tent somewhere that isn't where it's going to stay, and you're trying to keep these bottoms together. Since it's a 10 by 10, that bottom should be 10 feet apart, which 10 by 10 in the Chinese world probably means about 8'6" or so. So what I did is I threw a piece of 3/4 inch PVC between those legs, and that's under a lot of pressure. It's holding those legs apart just fine now. It's doing a good job. So that's going to keep them spread apart anyway. So that was a good idea. All right, back to the top. This ought to be fun. It's a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. I hope it freaking fits in the hole back there. Getting there. Alright, just 2 hours. And it's just about put together. I don't think I can go any farther until I move it into place. I'll tell you one thing. A lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. This is going to make a nice little shed area. For us poor son of a bitches that don't have a barn or a garage, let's take advantage of what we can, and this is going to work out really well. I got to get the support brackets in. These things get tied down. We'll get those in once I get it in place, or I might put those in tonight still. But for the most part, the thing's assembled. 2 hours, probably another half-hour work, and probably it wouldn't have taken 2 full hours had I done it. You know, I made a couple mistakes along the way. I guess everybody's going to do that, aren't they? So there it is. A shelter that happens to come in a box. It's 10 by 10. I'll show you the brand name. I bought it at a supply store that deals with tractor stuff for $149 on sale. 10 by 10 shelter. And it's going to go there where this big mess thing is. That did not do well in the winter. But that is a lot of storage space. Hopefully the neighbors won't complain too much. So there's my unboxing and assembly of a shelter that happens to come in a box. About 2.5 to 3 hours of work for an old man like me. For 150 bucks. $150, no doubt. This is definitely, I mean, in today's world, you don't get a whole lot for your money anyway. This is definitely $150 worth in today's world easily. It's a good buy. No doubt about it. And for somebody that needs a quick space, I mean, I can work in here. There's a lot of room. So there you go. I say A+ for the whole product. Definitely you get the space that you're looking for. There's no doubt about that. As far as assembly and everything goes, it was relatively easy. Only two things to talk about. Number one, these straps that you use to tie everything down from the front and back panels. If you're not careful, you pull on one side and lose the strap up inside. I had to refish one of those. So be careful about that. And then the only other issue is when you are putting the frame together, don't tighten everything down, because when you get to the point where you're putting the end panels on, you have to remove that attachment to get that strap underneath it, and you have to remove this connection point to get this strap inside here on all four corners. And also, I believe, I haven't done this yet, I believe you need to remove something down here. No, it doesn't look like it. So read all the instructions. Don't tighten anything up till you're done. I mean, super tight. And this thing's, I mean, it's not even anchored to the ground. It's pretty damn sturdy. Alright, I'm done. It's been a long enough video. I'm going to go ahead and put these cross braces in. And then tomorrow I'll clean out my hole and put the shed in there. It's a shed that happens to come in a box. It's well worth the money, I think, anyway. There you go. Alright, a quick update. I put those cross braces in. I tightened down a little bit, but not all the way. But this, with those cross braces around the bottom, this thing's like twice as tight as it was before. Much more stable now. I'm sure it'll be fine once I get it anchored down. So that's it. I'm done for today. Tomorrow we make space for it and put it where it belongs. There's a shot of it with the door open. I'm gonna come up with a better way to open this door than those bungees. I mean, it's nice if they did that, but definitely a lot of room.